welcome to Keller Acres. Today I am making some chocolate yogurt cake. This is delicious. I made it a few days ago to experiment first, and it is one of my favorite recipes. So far, it's going to be a protein chocolate yogurt cake. And as I just saying, it's going to be a protein chocolate yogurt cake. I have all of my ingredients out, or so I thought, and I just realized I didn't grab the protein powder that makes it a chocolate protein yogurt cake. So I'm gonna grab my protein powder. Got it, okay. Now I'm ready, I think, I hope. For this recipe, I am going to be using 1 cup of almond flour. I get mine at Costco or on Amazon. This one came from Amazon. A half a cup of monk fruit sweetener. I like this Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. You can also use maple syrup if you rather. A half a cup of cocoa powder or cacao. I am actually using both. I had just a little bit of my favorite dark chocolate cocoa powder left, and then the rest I filled in with my cacao. I'm going to the store today, luckily, because this is gone and this is almost gone. Love both of these, my favorites. 3 eggs, preferably room temperature. 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. I'm using this one from Costco. And a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of almond milk, and some chocolate protein powder, of course, unless you don't want them to be, you can leave this out. It'll still taste fabulous, but if you want this to be a higher protein cake, then you're gonna wanna add some extra protein powder. I am loving this just ingredients. This is really good. This also has a little bit of fiber in it, 3 grams. Not all protein powders have fiber in them, so that's kind of cool. And some chocolate chips. I'm using 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. I'm doing a mix. I'm doing a mix of my favorite, the Hue baking chips. I love these. These are really good. 3 simple ingredients. And I have a little bit, I had just a little bit left in my milk chocolate lilies. I threw some of those in too, or I'm going to throw some of those in. Also, preheat your oven to 350 and get your baking sheet prepared. I have a, well, not baking sheet, baking pan, whatever you want to make this cake in. I'm using an 8x8 glass dish lined with parchment paper. Gonna start with my eggs. Throw the eggs in the bowl, the milk, get that mixed up, and I'll throw in my yogurt next. This cake also pairs really well if you have a Ninja Creamy. Well, you could use real ice cream too if you wanted to, but if you have a Ninja Creamy and you're into making the Ninja Creamy protein ice cream, oh, why not have cake and ice cream and have both with extra protein? Throw in the yogurt. Also Cool Whip, of course, tastes amazing on it, or nothing. You don't have to put anything on top of it. It tastes good just by itself. And what I really love about it, wipe my hands off, is it's not, some of the protein desserts turn out a little more dense, and this does not. I throw in my salt, my baking soda. It was actually nice and moist like a cake, not that, which the dense doesn't bother me. I still like it. Some of the brownies turn out kind of dense, and I think it still tastes great, but some people don't like that texture. So this is more of a moist, cakey texture. Throw in our monk fruit sweetener, and then our cocoa/cacao. I still feel like it sounds so funny saying cacao. I don't know. It just sounds weird, but I guess that's how we say it. And it's good, I do like it. Gotta mix carefully when you're putting this cocoa or cacao in. Kind of wants to fling out of the bowl. Takes a minute to get this chocolate all mixed in, I feel like. And before I forget, I'm gonna throw my protein powder in here. So you can add 1 or 2 scoops. I'm just gonna be adding 1 scoop. Or again, you can add none. That's totally fine too. 1 nice big scoop. This adds an extra 22 grams of protein. 24 grams of protein. I do have some Ninja Protein ice cream in my freezer. One that I tried before. I'm liking all the cottage cheese recipes out there, so I've been doing that in my Ninja Protein ice cream too. And I just started pre-blending the cottage cheese. I do feel like that is way better. So I am gonna be doing a video on that. That will be coming out eventually, or who knows? I never know the order. My husband does the editing and publishes the videos, so depends on the order of what he does my videos in, but look for that if you're interested. I've done a cottage cheese one before, but this is kind of an updated better version cottage cheese Ninja Protein ice cream. But since I have some in my freezer already, once this cake is done, I can have just a little taste of it with the cake. Put the rest of my flour in here, scanning to make sure I've got all my ingredients in. If you watched my cottage cheese protein brownie video, I somehow forgot to put the almond flour in. I caught it in time to save the recipe, but just making sure that today I am actually seeing everything that's in front of me, and I am. Everything's in, except for the chocolate chips. We haven't stirred those in yet. All right. Looks delicious, yum. And you know, you do need to taste it. You gotta taste when you bake, right? So don't forget to just take a little taste. Yum. All right, dump in the chocolate chips. Again, I have about 3/4 cup. You can use less, more. Just depends on how much chocolate you like. I like a lot. Gonna get this in our baking dish. And it's gonna go in the oven again at 350 and approximately 25 minutes. But I'll be letting you know exactly how long I bake mine for. Gosh, I have a lot of stuff in the way. Okay. This parchment paper is real noisy. Try not to move it around too much during this video because it's noisy. It's like extra noisy in the video. And you know what's left in the bowl, I'll just eat. Yum, gotta lick the bowl, right? That's the best part. The best part. Ready to go in the oven. I'll let you know how long I bake this for. All right, cake is done. It actually ended up taking 35 minutes, longer than I thought it was gonna take. I either remembered wrong or it took longer. I don't know. Anyway, it's done. It smells delicious. It looks delicious. When you kind of peel your parchment paper back, sometimes some of it sticks to it, so it might take a little bit of the top off, but that's okay, it's gonna taste the same. All right, I'm ready to sample, even though I already know it's good because I just made it last week. It's delicious, but I didn't have any Ninja Protein ice cream to try with it. So that is gonna be what's gonna make it extra good today. Also, I have some little raspberries I can put on top, berries on top of your cake, delicious. You could always just do berries, Cool Whipping berries, ice cream and berries. Like I said, I've got a little ice cream I'm gonna put. And there is gonna be another protein ice cream video coming out. Watch for that if you love your Ninja Creamy. It's gonna be another cottage cheese one. Okay. Get a little ice cream. Little cake, and like I said, this cake is moist. It's good, really good. Delicious cake and ice cream. Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake and ice cream. Even better. If you can kind of tell when my fork goes into it, it's just nice and moist. Nice, moist, delicious. The cake is so warm, which makes it the best. I mean, definitely the best one's nice and warm because those chocolate chips in there are nice and melty and good, giving that extra chocolate flavor. Oh, so good. You have to try this chocolate protein yogurt cake. Try it today. Leave me a comment if you try it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you try this cake because it is so good. And it's made with clean ingredients, and it's gonna give you some more protein. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and check out some of my other protein videos.